Okay, this video is a fire team patrol layover. I guess that's what you would call it. Basically, you went out, recon an area,
Look at me.
and now you got to lay out and watch, which is hurry up and wait. For those in the military, you know that it sucks. But this is how I was trained in the militia. Basically, I'm over here. Here's the layout. Okay. Doink, doink, doink. That's this. Okay, behind us, that's where we came into. That area is there's a road. I will show you. See, basically, there's this one. The road kind of goes like this, basically almost straight. Then you got another side road that comes in here. It's a little skidder road. So basically, our task is to watch and see if anybody's coming this way. Way it's set up. Whoever is the guy with the biggest magazine, whether it's a 30, a 50, or a 75 round, or if you had a belt-fed machine gun, which would be really nice, or a thumper, you know, whoever's got the biggest. You know, some men are bigger than others. He'd be the main one watching, because he can throw the most lead that way. The other two guys, because this is the way we were trained, I should have explained that, was 3-man fire teams. Now, if you have 6 men, it would still be the same thing. 3 guys, and then you'd be spread out another fucking, you know, so far away. However, it depends on your terrain, watching the same parking area. And if you got 9 guys, hey, you're doing really good. But the way it is, like I said, main dude's pointing this way in the main direction. The other guys, one's watching, you know, basically where he came up. So you don't want nobody coming up to you and going, surprise attack. And the other guy, he's doing over there too. Because behind us was an old skidder road that we, you know, humped along, which is a lot easier. And this is all for, say, shit hitting the fan, like your prepper, you know, guerrillas or militia or whatever, and you have to have an area you need to hold. This is only for holding an area, you know, or your homestead or however you're going to do it. Pray to God, like I said, this is all hypothetical. I do not encourage anybody to go out and do this shit. You know, practicing, yes, but worst case scenario, God, hope to God it don't happen. But the way everything's going right now, yeah, I can see it. You know, God only knows. But like I said, main guy with the biggest gun, he's pointing that way. What you got, as you can see, this is, if I set this up the way it would really be, you wouldn't see it. So basically, this is just camouflage to break up the area, okay? Because when you're doing this shit, everybody's laying down, okay? You're laying flat on the ground with your butt, hope your butt ain't showing up. If you're humping a ruck, your ruck is going to go in front of you, so that way you can use it as a rest, you know, versus, you know, you got a thing right here, put your pack right here, you just fucking sit there, and basically all you're showing is this much above the ground, you know.
This much above the ground.
Yeah. Micro penis.
There you go.
Yeah, but like I said, this is camouflage, but it'd be a hell of a lot better. I'm just doing this. All this does, you see it, you have to come here. You see how it is. When you're up there, it's gonna look like, okay, it's almost like a wall kind of, but it has depth to it. But as you can see, everything's staggered. So if you had to, you can go this way, that way, this way, that way. You know, you want to kind of have a zigzag pattern. Just like over here, you got a little here, you got a little there, a little there. That way you'll know where I can get the fuck out of here, and I got a little bit of concealment. Because it doesn't matter, you know, like I said, right now you're in an open area. You want to do something to break it up, you know. That's all that is. Now, the reason why you're doing this is to, okay, say shit hits the fan, and you have an area that, hey, this is mine. I'm the white man government. I just take what I want. No, I'm just saying, you know, everybody's going to be doing their own little thing, whether it's your fucking homestead, your property, or, you know, anybody else you bugged out and you're wherever the hell you're at. This is how you would do it. And the only reason you'd be doing this is to, okay, this is our area. We're starting over. Nothing more, nothing less, and we have to secure it. You know, yeah, you don't want to hypothetically shoot every swinging dick that comes along, but you just want to observe. You know, if anybody's coming up the road, take as much information of the individuals as you can. Depending on the situation, you know, and how many people you have in it, and depending if you're sneaky or not, or some, like a fat bastard or what, can't sneak through the woods. If you do have somebody that's really stealthy, why he's doing this, depending on the situation, he'll know how to maneuver to get a better picture, and especially if they're friendly. And if you suspect they're friendly, you want to make as many friends as you can. So he'd go up, and if he's got his radio and radio back to these guys, going, yeah, they're definitely friendly. I'm going to attempt to make contact, but cover my ass, just to be on the safe side. Kind of like going to fucking Bangkok. Oh, look at them sick. Oh, damn, she got a swinging dick. Damn, them kind of things. Because
Chicks with dicks.
huh?
Chicks with dicks.
Yeah, chicks with dicks. I'm not saying that's what's going to come out of the woods, but then again, I'm in Washington. God only knows. But, like I'm saying, it could be somebody you assume or predict that they're possible friendly because they have children. Shit, they're fucking mutant cannibals. Don't know until you get right up to them. And if you make contact with them, and yeah, hey, man, we're just fucking trying to get through this fucking area. I got kids, blah, 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 blah. If you can help me, I'll help you. But if they seem overeager to help you, be very careful, and just, most people, if you talk to them for 5 minutes, ask certain questions, you'll know everything you need to know about them. And I'm not going to tell you how to do that shit. That's just street knowledge. But then remember, do unto others you want others to do unto you. So if they pretend like they're all nice to rob your ass, remember, you can do that to them too. And then you make a table with called special meat, pound pig.
Yuck.
Tasty. But like I said, these guys watching, okay, he's basically watching the way we came in. This guy's doing the same damn thing. But see, somebody can come through all this crap because we came this way. You know what I'm saying? Came down through here. You don't really too sure over there because we didn't patrol that area. Okay, now, that's why everybody's got their field of arc. Their slice of the pie. The reason why we did it with 3-man teams, because it's easy to get the fuck away. And this is what you would do. If you make contact, this is where it comes into with the training. A lot of people think versus know. If you think you're a badass, remember, there's always somebody else out there. But say you're sitting here, you're observing, and some swinging dicks decide to go, hey, let's go through here, and come straight at your ass. That's where you make your judgment calls, and before you shoot on anything, what kind of firepower do they have? Are they hostile or this? I mean, sometimes you can give out a yellow warning sign, hey, motherfucker, get the fuck out of here. And if they go, hey, it's cool, and throw their hands up and, they want to make friends too, because I'd rather make friends, more people, better, many hands make light work. But if they're hostile and you say, hey, this is our area, and if you see them run to covering areas, do what you need to do. But at the same time, while that's going down, you guys should have already discussed, okay, what do we do, worst case scenario? Do we hold our ground or do we peel and run? Peel and run is, basically boom, boom, boom. So say a dude's here. He's got his eye on that, okay?
This dude.
Yeah, and this dude. Now, the reason why this and this and this, I got a little ahead of myself, is you're going to be touching your feet. You don't be tapping each other. Say like, you just bump it a couple times, 3 taps, boom, boom, boom. That gives the other 2 dudes going, hey, my direction, I see something, And if it's an animal, you ain't going to go tap, tap. You see, unless you're really hungry. Now, then you tap for different, however you guys want to do it, but this is how we did it. 3 taps, hey, I got somebody coming. Now, say he's the one watching everything else, but you guys came up, say this guy, he's watching where you guys just came, and all of a sudden he taps your ass. Oh shit, you fucked up. You got some sneaky motherfuckers on your ass. Crap. Same thing with this guy. Say, he's doing the same thing. He taps. And basically what you would do, if he taps your feet, you're going to slowly swing. This guy's going to come up this way to cover this area. This guy, depending as long as nobody's watching or coming, and great, hope to God it don't happen, basically you're going to be not lined up side by side, but you're going to be like this, a field of fire, kind of like, see how that is?
Yeah.
Okay, like that. That way you guys can be shooting in the same fucking direction. That's what this is, the 3-man fucking thing. It's easier to do. Because 4 is kind of awkward, It's like a menage a trois.
Mm-hmm.
But, okay, now, say this guy is doing his thing. And you guys do the, the wedge thing where everybody's like, okay. Now, before, say, worst case scenario where you guys have to peel and get the fuck out of Dodge after initial contact. And this is where you know, just like your radio frequencies, as soon as you guys park your ass, you say, okay, if this case, worst case scenario, dudes with the heavy stuff, these guys come up, okay, we have to peel and run. Okay, is the left guy going to go first, or is the right guy going to go first? This is the kind of questions you need to ask before it happens, because if both of them try to peel, or he tries to peel and boom, he got shot, or he goes this way, boom, he got shot. You have to know this shit prior to it happening.
You gotta work with your team.
Yeah.
Work
you
out all the
have to,
kinks.
because if you make contact, your fucking ass is going to pucker up so goddamn fucking tight, and you ain't going to think. You get popped in the head, end of game. All we do. That's another thing too, and with the militia, if you get killed, your gear is divided amongst your teammates, because you don't take it with you.
That's fair.
And that's just the way it works. That's what I'm saying, is say like him, okay, he's got lefty and righty. Okay, say we decided it's gonna be left goes first. He's gonna peel off to a place to get some cover, and then if you guys decided it's gonna go left, middle, right, then he's gonna peel back and get some cover. Same thing. Or if it's gonna be, you know, he's gonna peel, then he's gonna peel, or the middle guy's gonna peel. It depends on your threat. These are the things that you need to talk to your fucking teammates about. And go, hey, how are we gonna do this? Because to sit there and go, well, I'm waiting till it happens, you might as well say you already did.
Yeah.
And that shows unprofessionalism. Same thing if all of a sudden you had to switch this way. It's still the same fucking thing, how you're going to peel. Because now the middle guy, he becomes the left. See what I'm saying?
Mm.
The left guy becomes the middle, and this guy comes up, he becomes the right. Same thing. If he's the middle, this guy over here becomes this. This guy peels this way. Just like when you're firing and moving, firing and moving, firing and moving. But everybody, another thing too, is when, say, shit gets really, really bad, and you've done this a couple times, and the people that are trying to get your ass start figuring out, switch it up. And it's also going to be different times too, depending on what the cover is, you know, or the concealment, or where you're at. You might have to fucking, you know, you can't peel this way. You got to just fucking, oh shit, turn around and run back. You know, same thing. Or you might have to belly crawl. It depends on your thing. Now, let's see what else. Yeah, also with the concealment, or your concealment, you want to do it however you decide to do it. I mean, if you guys want to set up, you got time to set up a fucking, you know, if you're going to be overnight, you got to put up a fucking poncho, cover your shit. If it's raining, do I got to do this? Can I have a hot tent, you know, hot meal with one of them fucking little stoves? Or is it going to be a cold camp? You know, how hungry are people? The smell travels. You know, like right now, the wind's blowing that way. So if I was going to eat a meal, all the scent's going to go that way. Which is kind of because it could swing back that way, which I don't want. Now, say we went this way and the wind's blowing that way, that'd be ideal. I ain't got to worry about the smell going anywhere. Or if it's real still, you ain't got to worry about it either. But when you're eating meals, as soon as you heat it up, eat it real quick. Boom, get it done, get it over with. Like you're locked up in jail and you got to rush through chow. That's the way it works. You know, and a lot of people say, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that. It's all about the situation.
Mm-hmm.
Are you capable of doing this? You know, what's the situation? Assess it. Don't assume. I mean, you have to assess, but don't assume that everything's honky-dory. I'm the biggest and baddest. No, you're not. Sometimes you can have a hot meal. You know, it's like, okay, it's a flip up with, okay, do we have a hot meal? God, it'd be so nice. How bad is morale? If morale's fucking just shits, and you're like, okay, it's a 50-50 shot if we light up a fucking a little camp stove to get a hot meal. Yeah, it increases the risk of encountering something. But right now, if we encountered something and without doing it and morale's really low, yeah, there's about a 90% chance we're going to die. Versus, okay, well, let's chance it, get everybody a hot fucking meal. Oh, yeah, let's do this. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, that's what you want. See, that's the thing about assessing everything. And everything has its different IOUs or whatever you want to call it. But I've rambled in long enough, so any questions, ask. So like and subscribe, get out and play.
See ya.